Welcome to the deep dive. Today we have our sources from the August 2026 Daily Tech Reader AI Digest. And I mean, our mission today is really to unpack this massive shift we're seeing right now.
Yeah, it's a huge shift.
Right, like AI is moving from just being a conversational tool you talk to an actual autonomous agent that's actively reshaping things. I mean, life sciences, corporate workflows, digital infrastructure.
Exactly. I mean, we've spent the last few years treating these models as basically just really smart search engines, right? But now they're becoming embedded actors in our actual infrastructure.
And I think nowhere is that leap more like startling than in biology. Look at what Anthropic's Claude Science just pulled off. They did this autonomous protein design campaign.
Oh yeah, the 14 out of 15 targets.
Yes. It successfully designed protein binders for 14 out of 15 biological targets. And the digest mentions a 22 to 35% hit rate in independent wet lab tests.
Right.
Which, to put that in perspective, the industry baseline is usually what, like 10 to 15%?
Yeah, 10 to 15 is standard, so they're more than doubling it.
Right. It's like AI graduating from writing college essays to suddenly running a high-stakes chemistry lab.
Well, and we need to unpack how it's actually doing this because it's brilliant. The AI basically treats amino acid sequences exactly like a language.
Okay.
So just like it predicts the next word in a sentence to write an essay for you, it is predicting the next sequence of molecules to fold a physical shape.
Wow.
And those wet lab tests you mentioned, I mean, these aren't just computer simulations. These are actual physical, verified chemistry experiments in real life.
But wait, hold on. If it's that incredibly efficient at designing a cure, isn't it using the exact same underlying logic that could, design a pathogen?
Yeah.
I mean, how is the industry supposed to safely share the cure capabilities without accidentally leaking the pathogen ones?
Well, that is the exact dilemma, and it's why our existing biosafety frameworks are just suddenly obsolete. Anthropic actually had to hit the brakes on this. They restricted access to these specific protein design capabilities on their Claude Fable 5 model.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they limited it entirely to a vetted scientist program.
I see.
Meanwhile, Google DeepMind and Isomorphic Labs just launched this bioresilience program. They are aiming their foundation models squarely at pathogen surveillance and rapid vaccine design.
So they're trying to build a global immune system.
Basically, yeah. Before these high-tier bio-capabilities inevitably trickle down to open-source models over the next, 18 months or so.
Which is a terrifying timeline, honestly. Especially when you consider that all the major tech companies are simultaneously racing to push these same models out of the lab and just deeply embed them into our daily workflows.
Oh, absolutely.
Like Microsoft just crossed 30 million paid seats for Copilot. And they're rolling out these specialized guild copilots for the healthcare and legal sectors.
Right, industry specific.
Yeah. But the one that really caught me off guard is OpenAI. They just made GPT 5.6 Luna the free default. And they're heavily pushing a sign-in with ChatGPT identity layer for third parties like Notion and GitLab and Airtable.
Yes.
Wait, so OpenAI doesn't just want to be my research assistant anymore. It wants to be my literal digital ID card, like a Google or Apple login.
Exactly, because the current AI war has completely shifted. It's no longer just about having the smartest model.
Okay.
It is about controlling the user's front door. Think about how many times a day you click sign in with Google or Apple.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Right. So if your primary identity across the internet is managed by ChatGPT, OpenAI becomes the indispensable verified bridge to everything you do online.
Well, Apple definitely sees that threat, though.
Oh, they do.
The digest notes they're globally rolling out a Made with AI label for Apple Music. And they're aggressively negotiating real-time news licensing for their new Gemini-powered Siri. Because they clearly want to avoid a repeat of that 2024 disaster where their system hallucinated a fake BBC headline.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Right. They need Siri to be a trusted front door, not a liability.
But trying to monopolize that front door is colliding directly with regulatory pushback right now.
Right, the EU.
Yeah, under the new EU Digital Markets Act orders, Google is going to be forced to give Claude, ChatGPT, and Copilot system-level access to Android by August 2027.
Wait, so the EU is basically forcing Android to hand over the master keys of the building to all of its biggest AI rivals.
Precisely. System-level access means those rival AIs can read your screen, they can integrate with your apps, and act as your default assistant without Google blocking them.
That is wild.
It is, but here's the fascinating twist. This forced interoperability is happening just as the economics of AI are violently correcting.
What do you mean?
Well, we were in this race to zero with companies slashing their API prices, right? But suddenly, China's DeepSeek abruptly raised prices for its V4 Flash model by 93%.
93%?
Yes, hitting 27 cents per million tokens.
That's a massive spike. Why the sudden reversal there?
We've essentially hit a physical compute wall. I mean, tokens are the fragments of words the AI processes to understand text. Processing millions of them requires staggering amounts of data center capacity and raw electricity. The models have just become so resource-heavy that companies physically cannot afford to subsidize the intelligence anymore.
Wow. So you synthesize these two forces.
Yeah.
You have regulators forcing platforms to be open, right, as the raw cost of that intelligence skyrockets.
Exactly. It's going to radically alter who survives in the mobile computing landscape.
It really connects back to where we started. We aren't just dealing with a chatbot anymore.
No.
We are looking at embedded actors, tools that are writing legal documents, running our phone's operating systems, and autonomously engineering biology with double the industry's success rate.
The barrier between human agency and machine action is almost completely gone at this point.
Which leaves us with this final thought to ponder for today. If an AI is autonomously designing a novel biological compound, and it is simultaneously authorized to act as your verified digital identity across the web, what happens when that autonomous AI agent needs to digitally sign a contract to synthesize its own protein designs?
Oh, wow.
Right. Who ultimately holds the liability?